Hello guys, Gameboy Hub here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to play PS Vita games on your computer. Now before this video starts, I just wanted to mention that this is still an experimental emulator and that not all games run in it. So yeah, you guys won't be able to play the entire PS Vita library on this emulator. And I also wanted to mention that I won't be providing any links on where to find PS Vita games. You guys will just have to find those for yourself. So yeah, let's get started with the video. So once you guys are ready to go, you just want to go to the first link in the description, which will bring you to the Vita3K emulator page. Now this is an experimental PS Vita emulator that will work on Windows, Mac and Linux. And the reason why this is experimental is because most games don't actually work on it, but I will get to that later. So to download the emulator, you just want to go over to the downloads page. And then you just want to pick your operating system. Mine is Windows, so I'll just get the Windows version. And your download should start like so. The next thing you want to do is go over to the quick start section. And here you can see the hardware requirements that are required for this emulator to run properly. And then just scroll down a bit more and you will need to get the Visual C++ 2015 to 2019 redistributable application. Now this is a official Microsoft download, so to download it, just click on it. And it should download to your computer. And the last thing you will need for this emulator to work is the PS Vita firmware 3.73, which is the latest version. Now for some reason I couldn't download this from the official Sony website. It is on there, but the download button just won't work for me, so I'll just get it off of this website. So to download it, just click the big download button and then just choose the first one over here, and after a few seconds your download should start like so. And the last thing I wanted to mention is the compatible games list, which is present on this page. So I will leave this page in the description, and over here you can pretty much type in the name of your game and it will say if it is compatible or not. And also, if you only want to see the playable games, which there are currently 27 of, you can just click on the playable tab, and right over here you can see all of the games that are playable on the emulator. So in this video I'm going to be showing Asphalt Injection. And now we have all of the files we'll be needing on our desktop. So the first thing I'll do is just extract the zip folder with the emulator in it. And here it is, and you can see the emulator exe file over here. But before opening that, we want to install the Microsoft Visual C++, so just launch the exe, click I agree, and then click the install button. And then just hit yes over here, and after some time it should say that the setup was successful, so you just need to restart your PC before continuing, so I'll just do that right now. So now that we have installed Microsoft Visual C++, we can delete the zip folder, and now we can go into the folder that we extracted from the zip and launch the Vita3K exe. And if you get a pop-up like this, you just want to hit more info and hit run anyway. And here is the Vita3K emulator up and running. So what you want to do is just uncheck show this next time and click close. And now you will need to create a user, so just hit create user, and I will just call it Gameboy Hub, like that. And I will leave my avatar at default, but you can change it to anything you'd like. So I'll just hit confirm and then OK. And I will also check automatic user login and then log into my user. And then it should show a screen that looks like this, so you just want to tap on it and you should be in the menu. So the first thing you want to do is go over to File and click Install Firmware. And then you want to navigate to your firmware file, and mine is on my desktop, so I'll just select the firmware file and hit open. And then the installation should start like this. And after it has successfully installed, you should get a pop-up that looks like this. So personally, I will delete the firmware installation file because I just won't be needing it anymore. So I'll just check this and hit OK. And now finally, you are going to need some games. So unfortunately, I can't show you where to download games from because they are copyrighted material. But I just want to inform you that you will need your games in a .zip or a .vpk format. And I personally have my games in a .zip format, so now I will show you how a game looks in that format. So if you have your games in a .zip format, they should look something like this. So the name should just be the PC and then some numbers. And upon opening the folder, you should see some folders that look something like this. So if your game does look like this, you can continue. And if you have it in a .vpk format, it should just be a normal .vpk file. So to install games onto this emulator, just go to File and then hit Install a .zip or a .vpk. Then you can either select a file or a directory, and I will personally select a directory. So I'll just click Select Directory and just select the folder where I keep all my PS Vita games, which is this one. And I'll just hit Select Folder. And you can see that the game is automatically recognized and it will install it immediately. And if you have more games, it will just install them automatically. And after the game has successfully installed, you should get a pop-up that looks like this. And I won't be deleting my ROM, so I'll just hit OK. And after installing the game, you can see that it popped up over here on the menu. And this emulator is pretty great because you won't actually need to do any of the configuration for the CPU and GPU by yourself. And it will also automatically recognize your controller. As you can see, I have my controller connected and it automatically recognized it. So what I will do now is just launch the game to show you that it does work. And then I'll click the start button. And as you can see, the game is running at about 20 to 30 FPS for me. But of course, if you have a better computer than me, then your games should run better. But if they don't, you can also go in the settings and mess around with them a bit. I personally didn't change anything, and this is just the stock configuration that the emulator selects. So yeah, the experience is pretty playable if you select the game that is actually compatible with the emulator, and the controller worked as intended as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, please check out my Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video.